This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They run it with Carson. Muscles him off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Penny, the 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
They run the counter. Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Ray, that's the last time you do that.
Yards.
I can promise you that.
Can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
Make his ass
take
pay
the lead
now.
here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the deep Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming out.
Got a man, it's caught.
What?
For Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
With his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Back-to-back down. Here's a give to Penny. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson to the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. Out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 41, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flush to
Ah, my fucking Lord.
1st down and more
Man,
for
got
Jackson.
stuck.
And he is out of bounds, but not
Lucky.
before he's inside the 30. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Go ahead. You going in there? What you want?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
66 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Eight yards to go on second down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Real quick.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Man.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Now it's Carson.
Yeah.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson.
What the? Curry?
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh,
That's into double coverage and intercepted.
how did
By the
you
former
do
Husky,
that,
Marcus
man?
Peters.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he's going to get this
Fuck
inside
out
the
of
30.
here.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson from the shotgun.
Yes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Django, what are you doing with this paper? Huh? What are you doing with this paper? I told you leave this alone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Need a touchdown here.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Forced out to his left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Second and 8 coming up. Now Wilson.
Man,
It's incomplete.
right there, brother.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Myers' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Dalvins. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.